name is Maria Miller from pianolessonsforchildren.com. In this video we're gonna study the children's song Bingo and how to play it in the key of C major. And please have the sheet music in front of you so you can follow along. You can download it on my site. Okay, Bingo starts here at G. So put your thumb on G. And you will soon be playing here, 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 okay? And we will have two C's and two G's, and then A and G, okay? There was a farmer had a dog, okay? There was a farmer had a dog. Continues, and Bingo was his name. We go up to C, D, and E. And Bingo was his name. Oh, let's do that again from the beginning. Okay, most notes were repeated twice if you noticed. You can go back in the video, to check that out again. Then, B-I-N-G-O, move your hand so that finger number 3 is on E. So we have enough fingers to play here, 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 here. Okay. B-I-N-G-O is here. Pretty easy. B-I-N-G-O. Now we repeat the same but with D and E. B-I-N-G-O. One more time with C and D. B-I-N-G-O. And now we continue immediately to the last phrase, and Bingo was his name. Oh. And then you need to put finger number 3 on B. And Bingo was his name. Oh. Okay, let me do the last part of the song again from B-I-N-G-O. Over here, E, finger number 3. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and now over here, finger number 3 on B. Bingo was his name. Oh. Now let's look at the left hand as I have written it in the sheet music that you can download on my site. Of course, the left hand could do many different things, but I'll show you what I wrote for this sheet music. We will start with C and E over here. You can play them with your pinky and finger number 3 as well. So you can start your left hand in the regular C position like this, or you can put it like this, either way. Okay? And the first measure just is C and E, whole notes. In the next measure, left hand plays F and C. Okay, let's play that far with both hands. There is played alone by the right hand, okay? There was a farmer had a dog. Let's do that again. Next, left hand will play E and G, and then back to C for whole note. Okay. Right hand plays, and Bingo was his name. Oh. Again. And Bingo was his name. Oh. I'll play the first line of this song now. Again. Then B-I-N-G-O in right hand, but left hand will be playing notes over here. So we need to move the left hand so that the thumb is on C for the rest of the song actually. Left hand will be playing whole notes, very long notes, so it's fairly easy in that sense. Play C, then in the next measure A, then B, then C again. Right hand plays B-I-N-G-O parts. Okay? B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. Let me do that again. Then left hand will play along A, then down to F, then turn back to G, and in the last measure C and E together. So that's going to be A, then down to F, then G and E. And right hand is playing the last B-I-N-G-O and then the ending over here. B-I-N-G-O and Bingo was his name. Oh, let me do that again. The left hand you're playing A and then F and then G. When you're playing G, get your finger number 1 and 2 ready already to play G and E. Okay, while you're waiting. So they are ready to then come to the end. And practice it in parts, of course, both hands together in parts. First just one phrase, then the next, and so on, until you're confident about it. I will now play the whole song from beginning to the end. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. Notice especially that after the first line of music, both of your hands will move positions. So that's the part where you need to practice that movement separately. You're playing like this. Then both hands will move. This one, finger number 3 to E, and here thumb on C. To start the B-I-N-G-O part, okay? So practice that. Change over. You have... You're ending like this, and then you need to move like this. Okay. I'll play it one more time without singing, the whole song. There, I hope this was helpful and have fun playing. My name is Maria Miller from pianolessonsforchildren.com. In this video, I want to teach you how to play the children's song Are You Sleeping? And please have your sheet music in front of you. You can download this on my site. Okay? I'm going to teach you exactly how this particular sheet music has it. And our right hand, first of all, will start in the familiar C position. So just put your thumb on the middle C. Okay? And we will get started. This is a fairly easy song. Are you sleeping? You go up to E, back to C. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, you start with E, then go up to G. Bells are ringing, you need to move your hand a little bit so that you have enough fingers to play all these notes that are coming up. Put your finger number 4 on G. You had pinky on G. Now put finger number 4 on G. A little movement, one step up. And then in the morning bells, you start with G. You go up to A and immediately turn back down by steps. And then when you play E, you skip one and play C, like this. And this is the most difficult part of this song, so you want to practice this slowly. Notice you go first up, from G up to A, like a little curve at A, and then immediately you turn down, but then you skip D and play C. And also the rhythm, morning bells are ringing, the ring, ning, those are slower notes. Or in other words, morning bells are, those are the eighth notes, they are faster. Morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing. Ding ding dong, you need to move your hand again, because you need to play the low note over here, this one. So instead of thumb on C, put finger number 3 here on C. So you can raise down to play the G. Ding, ding, dong, and repeat. Ding, ding, dong. Now let's look at the left hand, and the left hand repeats most of the same things as what the right hand did. So left hand will play here in the C position. Start with C and play just like in the beginning of the song, the Are You Sleeping part. And then it plays just like in the right hand, the Brother John part. From E up to G. E and F and G. And then in the very end, the last 2 measures, I wrote it so that it plays G, F, E and C, like this. G, F, E and C. G, F, E and C. But now let's look at it together. And this song is a canon. It means that if we were singing it, different people would start singing the same song at different times. But here we will have our right and left hand. The right hand plays first, Are You Sleeping? Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? And then, when right hand plays the Brother John part, left hand starts playing the Are You Sleeping part at C. Okay, so together they will go like this. Can you hear right hand playing Brother John and left hand playing Are You Sleeping? Okay, and that's repeated. Then morning bells are ringing, right hand plays, left hand plays Brother John. So let's put those 2 together. And this may very well be the most difficult part of this song to play together. You want to go slowly. Until you get the hang of it, and then you can play a little quicker. Ding ding dong, right hand has to move again. And left hand plays. Sounds like this. Okay, there's a little bit of a difficulty here because of the G note here. Left hand plays G. And the next thing, right hand has to play the same G. So you have to lift your left hand finger a little bit earlier than usual. So right hand can actually play. Now let me play the complete song. Play it one more time while singing the words. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong, ding, ding, dong. I hope this was helpful and have fun playing. It's Maria Miller from pianolessonsforchildren.com. In this video, I want to teach you about the notes for the children's song Are You Sleeping? This is its French name and I won't attempt to pronounce it, I don't know how. And this music here matches sheet music you can download on my site for free. And I assume you know this song. It is a very popular and well-known children's song. Let me sing it to you for starters. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong, ding, ding, dong. Okay, the notes for the right hand are fairly easy. They start with our landmark note C, middle C here. Then we go up in steps. R, U, is D, and then E. Back to C, our landmark note. Now this repeats, as you know. Are you sleeping? The next measure, we start with E, then we go up in steps. The next note is in the space, the next space it is F. Then we come to our other landmark note, G. Remember, this is the G clef. It marks where G is, the G above middle C. And this repeats, E, F, and G. Then comes a bunch of notes here. It starts with our landmark note, and I forgot to color in green, but this is G again on the second line. Then we go up one step from G to this space note, which is A, back to G, then down a step to F, down a step to E, and then our landmark note middle C. Here it repeats the same as here. And then here is C again, and here is C again. Now this one, okay, on the first ledger line would be middle C. Go down a step to B would be in this space. Then A would be on the line, and G, this is G, G below middle C. And here it repeats. Okay, so that's the right hand notes. And then the left hand notes actually follow the same pattern for most of the song as in the right hand, because this song is a canon, meaning that one person would start singing here, and then when they come here, then the next person would start singing from the beginning while the first person is singing these, okay? And then when the first person comes here and the second person is here, then the third person would start singing from the beginning, and so on. That kind of song is called a canon. And so the left hand here starts playing the same as what the right hand played here. C, D, E, and C. Okay? This pattern. C, D, E, and C, and repeat. Then over here, left hand is playing what right hand played here, E, F, and G. And F here is a landmark note. This is the F clef. It marks where F is on the staff, the F that is below middle C. Okay, so that's why it's in red. Here, of course, repeat. Now this part for the left hand does not exactly follow what the right hand would have been playing before, because I wanted to make this song a little bit easier to play for children. So the left hand here is not playing exactly this pattern here. Let's look at it. This is a landmark note, F. And then just right above it, one step above it is G. And then below it, one step below it is E. And this is then the bass C, the lower C here. G, F, E, and C, and then repeat. Lastly, we will look at the rhythm in this song, and I'm gonna say the rhythm to you using da for quarter note, then da for the half note, which takes 2 beats. Da. And then here we have eighth notes, and they are ti 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 ti. I will say them as ti 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 ti. Okay? And I will first do it once, and then second time through, you follow along. You join me. Okay, our time signature is 4 here and 4 here, meaning 4 beats per measure, and each beat is 1/4 note long, just like here, da, 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 da. That's how beat is. Okay, I'll count to 4 and then I will say the rhythm and tap the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Dit, 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 da, da. Dit, 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 da, da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Were you able to follow along? Now let's do it together. You join me. This time I will clap the basic beat and say it just like I did the first time, and you join me. I'll count to 4, an empty measure first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Dit, 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 da, da. Dit, 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 da, da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. There. And I hope this was helpful. I have another video where I will show you how to play this on the piano, both right and left hand, and how to put them together. My name is Maria Miller from pianolessonsforchildren.com. In this video, I want to teach you how to play the children's song If You're Happy and You Know It. I hope you already know the song. And also have your sheet music in front of you. You can download it from my site. And this is written in C major key. And let's first study the right hand, how it goes. And place your thumb on the G below middle C. You will be immediately making a jump to C and then playing these notes here. So to have strong fingers to play, you can put finger number 3 ready to play C. Okay. And this is how it goes, the first phrase. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And the rhythm in this song has a little bit of a swing to it. It is not exactly, even though it's written with 8 notes, it is not evenly like. You have to put a little bit of swing to it so that the first note of a pair of 8 notes is a little bit longer than the second one in the pair. Okay, in the second phrase, our thumb still plays the G here. If you are, and then we have to jump to D, and we will be playing these notes here around D. Okay, so you can choose if you want to put finger number 3 here on D, and then you have your strong fingers here to play these. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And then, if you're happy and you know it, we will be playing E and then F many times. Big jump down to A here and back to F. Okay? So for this jumping around, you probably want to put finger number 3 here so that you can have 4 on the F that you're going to repeat many times instead of pink. But you can, if you want to, put finger number 4 here and then 5 here. I'm going to put 3 here on E and 4 to play the F that we're going to repeat many times, and then my thumb will reach down over here when we go there. Okay? If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Let's play that again. We start with E, go up to F and repeat it many times, 4 times, and then down to A 2 times, then back to F, and then down to E and D and C. Okay. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. And the last phrase, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. We will start with E, but because we need to play a lot of these notes lower than that, we need to play D and C and B and A. If I continue with my finger number 3 here, I run out of fingers immediately. So you could make a switch right here to put your pinky on E. And then you can have enough fingers to play all these. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So we went down from E to A and then back up. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And some of those notes are repeated, some are not. You can follow along in your sheet music to check so that you get those right. Okay, let us do this one more time from the middle of the song in measure number 4. Okay, where we start going up to F and have this big jump. Number E, finger number 3 on E. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Now comes the jump where we put the pinky on E. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And practice that part. Make sure you get the switch when you're coming. You have to put pinky on E. Face will surely show it if you're like that. Then let's look at the left hand now. And in this song we can just play the chords. There's the chord of C, chord of C major, there's chord of G major, and there's chord of G7, which you can play like this, for example. G on the bottom, D and F. And if your fingers don't reach, you can just play these two. The C again. Then there's chord of F major, over here, F on the bottom. Back to C. Then there's G and G7 again. And lastly C. I want to show you 2 ways to play the left hand. First of all, just playing the plain chords. And let me play this song now, that way, slowly. If you're happy and you know it, clap your... Chord changes, move left hand over here. Chord changes to G7, which you can play like this. Happy and you know it, clap. Chord changes to C. Right hand finger number 3. Chord changes to F. Chord changes to C. Right hand pinky. Then G chord. G7. And chord of C. There. But since this is a kind of a bouncy and swingy song, I thought it would be nice to play the left hand with this kind of a pattern. Instead of just playing the chord once. It's kind of static this way. So, to play it this way, we will play C and E together, and then G alone. Like this. Practice it a few times. Practice it with the chord on G too. Play the 2 bottom notes together and then the thumb. And with the chord of F. And then we have G7, which you can play reach up to F. Okay, G and B together and then F. Now let me play the whole song with this second way of playing the left hand. Chord changes. G7, chord changes a little bit. Chord changes to F. Chord changes to C. Pinky in right hand. Chord changes to G. And then to G7. Like that. Let me play to you one more time without saying anything. There. I hope this was helpful and have fun playing. name is Maria Miller from pianolessonsforchildren.com. In this lesson I want to teach you like an introduction to a few different major keys and their scales. This is not to teach you in detail the scales or how to play the scales, but basically to get the basics of the theory behind it. Now, as you probably know, the key of C major has this scale. In other words, there's 7 different keys that form the scale, and then we always play the 8th key too, which is the same. It's the C and C. So there's 7 different ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8th one is the same as the first, okay? Those are the basic notes that you would play in a song that is written for the key of C major. And you can play the key and you can play the scale this way, which is how piano students are taught to play it. You play first 3 notes. Then you move your thumb under and play the rest of the fingers. But for this lesson, you can play them divided between both hands, like this. Start with finger number 4 in the left hand and play 4 keys. And then play 4 keys, like that. Okay, and now you can make a scale starting with any key on the piano. A scale that will sound the same as what this scale of C major sounded. For example, I could start here. Or I could start here. I can start anywhere. And I want to teach you a little bit about the theory behind this. And if you start anywhere else but with C, you will need to use some black keys. And it just so happens that if we go from C 5 steps up, or a 5th up, the interval 5th, and if we start here at G and we play the scale from G, we are in the key of G major then, and we will need to use exactly 1 black key, like this. The 1 black key we need to use is this one, F sharp. It's not F, it is F sharp. Here, let me play that again. You don't play F, you play F sharp, okay? Go try that on the piano. The scale of G major, divided between 2 hands, okay? And then we will move on from the key of G, we will go 5 steps up again, or a 5th, to D. And then we will make our next scale starting at D, and this will have 2 black keys. Watch. Can you see which 2 black keys did I play? I'm gonna move my hands to a lower D over here. There is F sharp, just like there was in the previous scale, but now there's also C sharp over here. These 2. Okay, go ahead and play it yourself, slowly. D, E, F sharp, G, then A, B, C sharp, D. That's the scale of D major, okay? And those are the notes you would use for a song that is played in the key of D major. Now let's go on. We are at D and we will again go 5 steps up, or a 5th up. A is where we will start next time, the key of A major, and this will have 3 black keys. Now watch carefully. A, B, C sharp and D. That's how you start. C sharp was in our previous scale too, okay, in the scale of D major. So C sharp is still here. E, F sharp is still here, and then 1 more, G sharp and A. Watch again. A, B, C sharp, D, then E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Okay? And on it goes. After key of A comes key of E, which would have 4 black keys. After key of E would come the key of B, which will have 4 blacks. And then after key of B comes the key of F sharp, which will have 6 sharps, okay? But we can also go the other direction. We started here at the key of C major. We can go down 5 steps from C. Go down 5 steps to key of F major. And this time we will again have 1 black key, but it's gonna be a flat, not the sharp. It's gonna be over here, the B flat. So your scale will be F, G, A, B flat. Then don't play B, but just direct to C, D, E, F. Try it. Then we can continue journeying downward from F 5 steps down, which will take us to B flat. Not to B, but to B flat. Because we need to have the interval of fifth, pure fifth, not just diminished fifth. Anyway, I won't go into detail about why that is, but in the key of B flat we will have 2 black keys again, and they are both flats. Okay? You will have B flat, C, D, and E flat. E flat is like your new flat in this key. And then F, G, A, B, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B. Traveling downward again from B flat, a fifth down would be E flat. In the key of E flat we will have 3 black keys and 3 flats. From E flat we go to A flat, and this key will have 4 flats. From A flat going down a fifth again, we'll go to D flat. The key of D flat has 5 flats, and then from key of D flat we go to G flat, and that key has 6 flats, okay? And then the circle is complete because G flat is the same as F sharp. And if I go down from G flat or F sharp, I go to key of B. From key of B, I go down 5 steps, I go to key of E. From there to key of A. From there to key of D. From key of D to key of G, and then back to key of C. It forms a circle, a loop, so to speak. Okay, I hope this helps and gave you an idea of how the keys are formed and of a few major keys, and you have got to try some of them out to understand a little bit about the theory behind it.